Hey, what's happening, YouTubers? It's Danielle. So today is actually going to be a video covering some comic book news that's happening currently right now, because there is a lot of stuff happening right now with comics that I want to cover and discuss as far as the DC TV and what's going on with X-Men currently. Okay, so if you guys are finding me for the first time, be sure to subscribe to get everything and turn on your notifications by clicking the little bell to be notified for all my videos. So yeah, we're gonna get into this video and get into breaking down some stuff that's happening with the DC TV currently. So, first thing that we have to discuss about the DC TV is The Flash and Legends of Tomorrow and what's going on with that. So, currently with The Flash, we have the Trial of the Flash storyline coming up. And this season, Wally West sort of left the show, but he is joining the Legends of Tomorrow. It looks like he's joining the Legends of Tomorrow for the rest of the season. I honestly don't know how I feel about that currently right now, because as I've said before in a previous video, the Legends of Tomorrow is a group of misfits, and I feel like if they add a speedster, it's going to be way too overpowered. I agree that they need to upgrade their roster, but I think that the best way to upgrade your roster for a show like that is to bring in a character like John Constantine. So don't know how I feel about Wally West joining the Titans just yet, but you know what? We're going to see how that works out in the end. And a lot of stuff is happening with the DC TV. Black Lightning just got added to the DC TV. It's going to be premiering next week as China Anne McClain from Ant Farm on Disney Channel. So I'm actually looking forward to seeing her in that show and seeing how well everything goes together as far as Black Lightning goes. And Black Lightning, a lot of people are wondering if it's going to be part of the Arrowverse, and it films in Atlanta, Georgia. It films from a completely different location from the rest of the Arrowverse shows. The rest of the Arrowverse shows are filmed all the way up in Canada, in Vancouver to be specific. And in Atlanta, Georgia, they're filming Black Lightning. So that's like completely different. Completely different. And as of right now, Black Lightning is not part of the Arrowverse currently. But that doesn't mean that they cannot have the shows cross over with Black Lightning. It doesn't mean that they cannot do that. So I'm actually looking forward to seeing how they do that, but I can understand why they're not having Black Lightning cross over with The Flash and Arrow and all these other shows yet, because they want it to succeed on its own and be its own standalone thing, so that they're not putting too many eggs in one basket. So I can understand why they're making it its own separate thing for a little bit. And now we're going to move into Titans territory, because Titans, obviously, I'm super excited about, because I love all the characters that they have in the roster, and it's going to be a lot of fun to watch. And I'm really looking forward to seeing Titans. I'm really excited to see a live-action Titans TV show and to see all the characters that I'm familiar with and love, like Raven and Dick Grayson and Beast Boy and all of them. So I'm really looking forward to that. And we're going to move into some stuff that I need to discuss about that, because they just announced this idea that they might be casting for their Donna Troy, and I'm really looking forward to that, because I'm a huge fan of the Wonder Woman mythology. I'm a huge Wonder Woman fan, so the fact that they might be adding Donna Troy into the roster is actually something that I'm looking forward to, because I adore Donna Troy. She is one of my favorite Titans characters ever, so I'm really looking forward to seeing how they do her in the TV show. I hope that she kicks ass. I hope so. And another thing that they just recently announced, they're doing Brother Blood stuff, and Brother Blood, Raven, means Trigon. And Trigon, I am looking forward to seeing how he is live action on the show. That is going to be crazy to see. It's going to be insane. And I'm really looking forward to seeing how they do the Trigon stuff. So with Titans, you just have a mixture of so many things. You have alien mythology, you have Batman stuff, you have Wonder Woman stuff, you have demonology, you have all these different things combined into one show. So it's sort of like the perfect marriage of like all your favorite DC TV stuff. And I'm really looking forward to seeing how Titans pans out. And I'm so excited for it. It's getting me really excited. And now we're going to move into the Marvel stuff, with particularly the X-Men, because Disney just bought certain aspects of 20th Century Fox, which means that the X-Men and the Fantastic Four are all underneath the same roof as the Avengers and the Guardians of the Galaxy. And I think that was the best call to make, because they needed to be in the same universe for quite some time. They needed to be in the same film universe at this point, because everything has been separate, and it's just been, in my personal opinion, it could get confusing if everything is all separated like that. So I'm really looking forward to seeing how Disney handles like some of the X-Men stuff. I know that it's still going to be kind of like its own thing. Like Bryan Singer is still doing X-Men, and it's still being filmed the same way that it should be filmed. But as far as like future films go, that's what I'm looking forward to the most, because there's a lot of good stuff happening right now, and they're having the X-Men Dark Phoenix film in November, and that I am so looking forward to, because in the comic books for Marvel, from what I've just read, they just brought back Jean Grey from the White Hot Room, but right now, Jean Grey is sort of scrambled, I guess you could say. She's working as a waitress in some like diner, cafe, whatever you want to call it, and she doesn't seem to have all of her memories of the Dark Phoenix and the X-Men at all. She doesn't have all of her memories at all whatsoever. All she knows is that her name is Jean Grey. That is it. She doesn't know anything else about herself or her dark past, but it seems as though she had found like all the pieces to make the Phoenix whole again. So I am so looking forward to seeing how it all pans out. So this is actually the perfect time to get into X-Men comics right now, to start going back and reading some of the Dark Phoenix saga, as well as all the other stuff that's going on right now with Jean Grey's current resurrection. So I encourage you guys to go to your local comic book store and pick up one of those, because they are must-reads right now. They are the must-reads. And all other stuff is going on with Marvel right now, currently with the X-Men universe. As you guys know, they have the Gifted TV show on Fox, and I'm not entirely caught up with that yet, but I have like months and months and months to watch it, because I have it all on record on like a DVR type thing on my YouTube TV. So I'm going to watch it. I'm going to continue to watch it and see if I can get into it again. But so far, from what they've announced, it seems as though the Hellfire Club is going to be the next big bad of the season for next year. So I am looking forward to seeing how they do that. That is going to be really, really cool to see the Hellfire Club again. Because Hellfire Club, you automatically think Dark Phoenix Force. So there you go. You have your Dark Phoenix mythology already being tied in to the Gifted television series with Emma Frost's triplets. There you go. There you have it. But there are a couple things I'm actually looking forward to with Marvel movies, and that is the standalone Gambit movie. I'm looking forward to seeing how they do that, as well as the standalone Kitty Pryde movie, because Kitty Pryde is one of my favorite X-Men ever. She's the leader of like her own personal team, and the thing is that Kitty Pryde in the comics, she started out as kind of like the baby of the group and a daughter figure to Wolverine, who practically raises her. And as she gets older, she becomes more independent, she becomes more confident, she becomes very motherly, she becomes like a mother type figure. So she goes on to train her own team of superheroes during the 1980s, which brings in the character Jubilee, who is sort of her replacement as the baby of the group. So therefore, I'm looking forward to seeing how they do the standalone Kitty Pryde movie, because Kitty Pryde is sort of the complete opposite of who Emma Frost is. Emma Frost is a stone cold, hard ass bitch. She's cold as ice, and she is essentially a huge bitch. So Kitty Pryde is sort of that one that they bring in to sort of smooth it all out and say, hey, hold up there. So I actually do love the fact that Kitty Pryde is getting her own standalone film, and I'm really looking forward to seeing how they do that. And in addition to that, Batgirl's getting her own standalone movie. Yes! Yes! Oh, I'm so looking forward to it. I just posted on my Instagram account, my own private Instagram, that Batgirl is getting her own movie, and that it is about time she gets her own movie, because I feel as though a story about Batgirl before she gets shot and paralyzed by the Joker and becomes Oracle, I think that could be such a great movie to watch, and I'm curious to see who they cast, why they're like doing it and how they're going to do it, how it's going to be written. So once the Batgirl movie comes out, you can guarantee that I will be watching that. So yeah, that's everything that's going to be going on right now for comic books in years to come. And if you guys like this video, you can hit the like button and subscribe, and I will talk to you guys in my next video. Bye guys!